All right, let's get right into it. So you've got a budget of 1 lakh rupees, and you're on the hunt for a new laptop here in India. The thing is, the market is just packed with choices, right? It can feel kind of impossible to find that sweet spot between power, price, and performance. But hey, don't you worry. That's exactly why we're here today. So what really is the best laptop you can buy for under a lakh? I mean, that's the million-dollar question. Or, well, the 1 lakh rupee question, I guess. And today we're going to answer it. We're breaking down the absolute top machines for your money, pulling straight from our source guide. And look, we've really covered all the bases here. It doesn't matter if you're a serious gamer trying to squeeze out every single frame, a video editor needing a proper workhorse, or maybe you're a student who just needs something light with a battery that lasts all day. Yep, we've got you covered. Okay, first things first, let's talk about pure power. For all you gamers watching, listen up. We're kicking things off with two absolute beasts. Machines that are built for one thing and one thing only. Total gaming dominance.
All right, let's do this. Coming in hot at our #1 spot, we've got a serious contender.
And that is the HP Victus 15. Look, our source material makes it pretty clear. If you're chasing pure, raw performance and you've got that 1 lakh budget, this is probably the best gaming laptop you can buy right now. Period.
Okay, let's talk specs, because this is where it gets good. You're getting an Intel Core i7 13th Gen chip, and it's paired with an NVIDIA RTX 4060 graphics card. So, what does that mean for your gaming? Well, it means you'll be playing games like Valorant and Warzone super smoothly. And yeah, even those really demanding big-budget AAA titles, you can crank them up to high settings. Plus, you get a 144Hz display. That means everything on screen is going to look incredibly fluid, which, let's be honest, is a massive competitive edge.
You know, the source guide really hits the nail on the head with this one. It just says, if you want raw performance under budget, this is a beast. And honestly, it's that simple. A powerful statement, and it's absolutely spot on.
All right, so what's next? Let's move on to our #2 pick. It's another gaming powerhouse, but with a slightly different flavor. Snagging the second spot is the Asus TUF A15. Now this one's famous not just for its speed, but also for being, well, tough. It's got this super rugged, durable design. And when you look under the hood, you see a pretty similar story. You've got a powerful AMD Ryzen 7 processor, the same RTX 4060 GPU, and 16 gigs of speedy DDR5 RAM. So performance-wise, it's pretty much neck and neck with the Victus. So you might be asking, what's the catch? What's the real difference here?
Well, this is where you have to make a choice. Our source points out that while the performance is basically identical, the Asus TUF A15 has hands down a better build quality and a more solid cooling system. So if you're thinking long-term and you want something that's built to last, this is an absolutely fantastic option. Okay, let's switch gears completely. Enough about gaming for a second. Now we're going to talk about machines built for the creators and the pros out there. You know, for those of you who are editing videos, designing, and just getting real work done. All right, our #3 pick, this one's for the creative pros, and it brings a really unique combo to the table. Say hello to the MSI Katana A17 AI. This thing really does stand out, and for one big reason. So, when you look at these specs, two things should jump out at you. That monster Ryzen 9 processor and the huge 17.3-inch screen. Now yeah, the RTX 4050 graphics card is a little step down from the 4060, but it's still more than capable. The real story here is for video editors who crave that screen real estate, or anyone who's a heavy multitasker and needs that raw CPU power. For you guys, this is pretty much the perfect setup. Now for #4, we're looking at a totally different kind of powerhouse. This one isn't about brute force. It's all about elegance, portability, and a screen that will just blow you away. And that would be the Asus ZenBook 14 OLED. Let's be super clear, our source guide emphasizes this is not a gaming laptop. Nope, this machine is for professionals and creators who need an absolutely top-tier display and want something they can just throw in a bag and go. I mean, it weighs just around 1.3 kilos. It's incredibly light. And here it is, the main event. That absolutely stunning 3K OLED display. Seriously, if you do any photo editing, video color grading, or any work that depends on accurate visuals, this screen is a total game changer. You just don't find this kind of clarity and color accuracy at this price. It's phenomenal. Okay, and finally, to round out our top 5, we have one that I'm pretty sure a lot of you will recognize, especially if you're already a fan of its ecosystem. Of course, it's the Apple MacBook Air, now with the M3 chip. This is really the go-to choice for a ton of people, students, coders, and definitely video editors who live in Final Cut Pro. That M3 chip is just so incredibly powerful and efficient, you don't even miss having a separate graphics card for most tasks. And what's its secret weapon? Well, the source puts it bluntly. Insane battery life, up to 18 hours. Just think about that. For a student hopping between classes all day, or a professional who's always on the move, that is a huge, massive deal. It's an advantage that's really tough to beat. So there you have it, 5 fantastic laptops, and each one is a champion in its own right. So now for the big question, how do you figure out which one is the perfect match for you? Let's break it down. Let's make this super simple. If you're a gamer, your choice is pretty clear. Go for the HP Victus if you want maximum performance for your money, or pick the Asus TUF if you want something that's built to last. If you're a video editor who needs that big screen and a powerful processor, the MSI Katana is your beast. And for all the professionals and students out there, you're choosing between the jaw-dropping screen on the Asus EnBook and the unbelievable all-day and then some battery life of the MacBook Air.
So, at the end of the day, it really comes down to what you need and what you value the most. Looking at this list, thinking about what you do every day, which one are you picking up?